Immediately we get a spicy pack. Immediately. Yeah, parking might be a good choice. This is an immediately spicy pack. Oh, bet. Yeah, thank you. I forgot about the bet. Yeah, exactly. Like, I just want to go back to it being fun. Speaking of going back to it being fun, this is a very spicy pack. I'm going last? Going last is so interesting. Going last is so interesting. I have to do this. Carpenter's Parlor is just like way too strong of a card. No matter what I pick here, I have to play Carpenter's Parlor. Yeah, Collector is way too spicy with this hand. Yo, what's up, Cosmo? How's it going? I think that we're in on this. If I wheel Schnapps, it's insane. If I wheel... There's a lot of minors that are good too. The Beanfield, the Loom, the Randclay are all pretty good for this setup. I think Collector has to be insane here. I think Collector has to be really, really good here. I don't want... Also, Collector is like... I don't want Wind Hut Extender. The other cards are like okay. Like Tutor Lantern House is like okay. Like it has okay things. I think Collector Carpenter's Parlor has a lot of really good stuff going on. I think there's a lot of really interesting stuff. I think Wheeling Schnapps here is the card that I want the most. Schnapps is going to actually make some really interesting things happen. If we get Schnapps here, we can do some really, really interesting stuff. Clay at Builder Ramclay. Yeah, it's a good combo. There's a lot of really good stuff in this pack. Like, we get to wheel either Woodcart, Loom, Ramclay, or Lantern House here. Any one of those four is, like, pretty good. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is a spicy pack. Now, this is a spicy pack. This is a spicy pack. Wow. Jeez Louise, dude, what do I do with this? What do I do? I'm not picking Stable Master because we have Carpenter's Parlor, which means Brushwood Collector is completely absurd. The Small Scale Farmer is also completely absurd. I just don't know what to do here. Storks could also be really insane with this hand, by the way. This is like the type of hand that could line up to be like a crazy, crazy Storks hand. Because we can build a billion rooms with this type of hand. We can build so many rooms so early. What a freaking pack, dude. What an absolute bonkers series of packs. I'm trying to talk myself out of the Swing Plow. I think I have to Swing Plow here. I think Swing Plow is too good. I think the chances I wheel Storks are too high. And if someone else plays Storks, it's pretty good for me here. Given that I have Swing Plow, I want to play a bunch of occupations early. I think Brushwood has to be a little bit too good here. I would like Small Scale to wheel. Small Scale Farmer wheeling would be real. I could do some very interesting stuff with Small Scale Farmer wheels. I just think Brushwood Carpenter's Parlor is a little bit too good. I think it's a little bit too good here. Just a little bit. I'm going to do some very interesting stuff this game depending on what happens. I'm going to go like Collector first action, Collect second action, or something like that. If I get Ock, I might do that. I'm thinking about doing that. It seems really strong. Collector, collect first action for like Stonewood, grain, veggie, cow, something else seems really insane. Getting a stone for the Carpenter's Parlor off Collector seems ridiculous. Maybe a clay. Maybe a clay is also good. I don't want the read if I have Brushwood Collector. Big Country is banned. Yeah, Big Country's banned. Yeah, Big Country's banned. It's great. It's so good. Yeah, it's so nice. God, dude. Another really interesting pack. Another really, really interesting pack. I have no idea what to do with this pack. Absolutely no clue what to do with this pack. I want the animal tamer really bad. I think animal capacity when you have a collector is really nice. Mining hammer is interesting. I think mining hammer is the best miner. I don't need reed-headed toad at all. Do I have any new cards? No new cards, unfortunately. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, too. Yeah, thanks for stopping by so late. This is a lot later than I normally stream. How good is Animal Tamer here? Roof Baluster is also just insane with this type of hand. Because I can build, like, so many rooms so fast. It's just a question of whether I value that little bit of animal space. The grain here being a lot less good because of Collector makes me think that Roof Baluster is going to be pretty good to get our point ceiling up just to ensure that we can renovate to stone. I think that that's pretty valuable. I think that's really, really valuable to just ensure that we can renovate to stone here. Also with the mining hammer, it's sort of like a mini combo as well. Gotta get your fix Agricola. Gotta do it. Gotta get your fix Agricola. We're doing spicy things here. This is very spicy. We're gonna be doing very spicy things. I really, yeah, I'm gonna have some trouble actually with small scale wheels. If small scale wheels, it's gonna be very interesting. Oh, livestock feeder might actually just be nuts here. We need extra animal space, and livestock feeder kind of gives us that. Ban childless. No, childless is not like overbearingly powerful. Childless is good. It's not overbearingly powerful though, but it's like a good card. I think livestock feeder might actually be okay here as a way to get extra animal space. It kind of combos with collector too hilariously. I can go like collector, take some animals, livestock feeder to hold the rest of them, and then get some grain. It's kind of silly. Yeah, we're doing some spicy stuff here, Bulldozer. This is a spicy draft. Oh, we can't milking place. These miners are really bad for us here. These are really bad miners for us. I don't want either of these. These are both bad. Brook, I'm tempted by Brook, hilariously. Brook is like so bad. We're like never taking Brook ever, but I'll just Young Animal Market. Maybe Young Animal Market's 2 food at some point. There's like nothing else that's even remotely close to being good for us here. Game Trade's like kind of cute, but we definitely don't need Game Trade with Collector. Just give me Auk on turn 1. Please give me Auk on turn 1. If I don't get Auk on turn 1, I'm actually going to be sad. Because I get to do a sweet sequence if we get Auk on turn 1. We get to do the most amazing things if we get Occupation on the first turn of the game. We could like build a room in round 3 or something like that. With Collector and Brushwood in play. Like we could do some completely ridiculous things. Yeah, that seems ridiculous. All right, well, we got Schnapps back. Schnapps is definitely something I wanted, because Schnapps gives us a lot of flexibility here. Someone took Rammed Clay without taking the Clay Hut Builder. That seems like a mistake. Do I want Schnapps here? Schnapps is a really good food out if I don't get a Hearth. But overall, it's not very good. I think Skillful Renovator has to be good here. I think this card has to be insane with Roof Baluster. Like, it has to be so good with Roof Baluster. The biggest problem is that I may get too much wood here. Like, I honestly might just have too much wood. And I mean, getting some wood for point sealing with like a joiner would be good, but I might actually just have too much wood here doing this. Skillful Renovator gets Scullery. That would be pretty good. Yeah, if I got Skillful Renovator and I got the Scullery, that would be pretty good. Yeah, it's just a question of whether I want the insurance. No, Schnapps doesn't give any points. No, the Schnapps Distillery gives us points, but Schnapps Distiller doesn't. It's just a question of whether I want to be... I think Skillful Renovator is like the like teeny bit risky pick, as weird as that seems. Schnapps Distiller is the safer pick where I can't possibly get screwed on feeding. My feeding can't possibly be bad if I get the Schnapps Distiller. I think I'm going for a Hearth anyways. And I think I'm going for a Hearth anyways. Skillful Renovator is probably just better. Also has the upside that we can get the Scullery back. But along with that, though, I don't want Sack Cart. I don't think I want Steam Machine. I think, unfortunately, I have to pass Lantern House to whoever picked the Tutor. There's no way with this hand I can ever play Lantern House here, I don't think. I should think about it, though. Can I ever play Lantern House with this hand? Is this ever a hand where I'm happy going 3-wood into Lantern House? I think I am. I think if I get 3-wood and get to Lantern House, it's really sick. There's a lot of cards I want to play. And Lantern House is like pretty good for getting me point sealing. The problem is that if I don't get 3-wood Lantern House, it's pretty bad. If I get an Occupation, I have to slam Collector here. Fourth is a natural fit with the Lantern. The problem is that if I don't get to play Lantern, I could have a Beanfield in my hand instead, which is like a lot better. I'm going to pick the Lantern, though. I'm going to claim that the Lantern's still good. Oh, we got the Scullery. That's actually insane. Well, this doesn't really line up now. Now we have some issues. I have too many things I want to do on turn 1 of the game. You know what? I'm going to claim this is fine. I'm going to claim that having the option in the 4th seat to either Skillful Renovator Joinery or to Wood Lantern House are both totally fine. I think that having the option for both these is totally fine here. Because Scullery is good later on anyways. Like, I don't really mind playing Scullery in like round 6 or something like that. It's really not that big of a deal. Stonecutter could randomly be good. Yeah, a lot of times it's like round 2 or round 3, I think that's right. And then I think Stonecutter's fine. Or Feed Fence. Feed Fence would be pretty good for us, I think. I really like Feed Fence a lot, but unfortunately it's not quite gonna... Scullery is just a little bit too good here. Wow, that is some Porter disrespect. That's actually disrespectful. No, I don't rely on it. I just think that it's good to have something to start player with in the 4th seat on the off chance that it happens. I think that's just like a good thing to have. Well, there's a million Plow supports. Yeah, it's just an option. Yeah, exactly. It's just an option. The option to turn wood into food, by the way, seems totally fine by me. I'm totally fine with that. I'd rather have that than a Plow, given the Plow card, given that I have Swing Plow. I'd rather not inject more Plows. Swing Plow just sort of takes care of everything. Gonna be interesting. I have a lot of Myers I want to play early. I'm sad. Okay, Storks got taken, by the way. Storks getting taken is probably good for me. Like, I want to grow a lot this game. I have a lot of potential food and collector. I have a good amount of point ceiling with the Roof Baluster and maybe with the Lantern House. So I think that, like, someone else doing Stork's Nest things is pretty good for me. So if we get Ock here, I think that... I have so many options if I get Ock here. I'm thinking about Collector Collect if I get Ock still. Collector Collect is so interesting. There's a patron. All right, well, we passed a Tutor and a Stork's Nest to a patron player. That's pretty cool. Well, we either get 3-wood or Ock. All right, we get 3-wood. Cool. Oh, and we have Furniture Maker in the draft. Okay, cool. Well, that's totally fine by me then. Guess all 3-wood. Would love 2 clay here, I think. Would I like 2 clay? God, my draft is so crazy here. I want Start Player. Start Player would be really nice. Lantern House is just like the best card that we could play here. We really want to play Lantern House, but yeah, with this type of hand, I'm really not going to complain about read stuff. What am I going to do here? How good is Stonecutter going to be? That's another question, is how good is Stonecutter going to be? Will Lawton start player? If Lawton doesn't start player, I don't know what I'm going to do. Or if Lawton start player, sorry, I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm gonna do. If he does start player though, we're gonna snap starting Lantern House because it's gonna be like a 3 or 4 point Lantern House. Like it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be easily worth the starting player action. But like the nice thing about Lantern House is that we don't have to play Lantern House if we don't want to. Yep. So we got our start player. I don't know what I'm doing off the start player. All I know is I'm taking it. For sure that. All right, now what am I doing? Collector Collect is so insane here. It's so insane. It gets me the stone for the Carpenter's Parlor. It gets me the clay for the scullery. It gets me a veggie and a cow. It sets me up to breed cows later. It's so dumb. I'm gonna claim that Collector Collect is like super dumb here. I think it's so good. I think it's like actually just like so stupidly good to go Collector Collect here. I also think there's a high likelihood I could snag for clay next turn, and 4 clay next turn is like really ridiculous. I think Collector Collect here is just so good, and then we can start like aggressively starting playering in the future for things. It's so good. No, in this situation specifically, it gets me so many things. Because, like, I need to set up Brushwood Collector, Carpenter's Parlor. Taking Reed is really bad when you have Brushwood Collector's Carpenter's Parlor. I just want to get that set up as soon as humanly possible. There's a small-scale farmer. That's pretty nice setup for Storks for them. Like, they clearly are doing Storks things, I think. I think it's pretty obvious they're doing Storks things here. But yeah, I'm just going to collect. I will just collect. And we're just going to set up all of our cards. We're going to take our time setting up our cards here. I don't see a reason to rush things. I think I have a powerful enough, like, line of things to do that I'm just going to set things up. Wow, we're just going to let 2 Reed get to another person. Cool, that's fine. Collect me. So I want cow, veggie, stone, clay, wood. It's got to just be grain here for the livestock feeder potentially in the future. Gotta be the grain for the livestock feeder in the future. But yeah, I think the stack of resources is just like really good. Yeah, I mean, Stonecutter is fine. I just think that, like, I want the Scullery for food, because Scullery for food's insane. I want Carpenter's Parlor eventually anyways. The extra clay is good, too, because if I don't get 4 clay next turn and 3 clays there, I can go 3 clay into Hearth as well. I think that, like, the resources, the way that they're lining up is just, like, so incredibly good for my game. Wow, early chicken coop is awful, by the way. Just as a heads up, early chicken coop is like really, really bad. It like hurts so bad. Also, I just realized that. Oh no, they got okay. I thought that Teal passed on a 2 Reed action. That would be crazy. Like, I think Stonecutter is okay. I don't think that I need Stonecutter. I think I'd rather have all the other stuff here. I mean, I have a ton to do anyways. I have a lot to do anyways. Like, this hooks me up with all the resources I need to do everything efficiently. Like, I can Carpenter's Parlor whenever I feel like it. If I take 1 wood action here, then I'm set to build forever. So, like, I have 4 rounds. I have Carpenter's Parlor, Brushwood Collector. I need a food action of some kind, but hopefully that's going to be 4 clay and 2... oh, yo, HIKLJ, thank you so much for the sub. New Season Hype Poggies in the chat, please. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. But once again, it doesn't look like red or teal is ever going to build a room. So, like, I don't really care about delaying everything just to make sure everything is efficient for setting up what I want to set up here. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I could go 4 clay start player. Yeah, it's a lot to do, but I'm gonna be so fed on food for the rest of the game here. It's gonna be so amazing. I'm gonna be fed for the rest of the game here. Like, I can do something like start player into 3 clay here. Oh, Stable Master. That is actually oddly okay. I'm oddly okay with that. I'm going second to last here. So for clay, I really want the hearth. I'll start with 4 clay here. I want the hearth to eat a veggie here. I really want to be able to eat a vegetable. Eating a vegetable is just like really, really good for food. It's very efficient. And then I'm probably going to start player into a forward action or something like that. I didn't think Teal wanted to build here. I thought Teal didn't want to build here. I was under the impression that if you play Patron to small scale, like, it doesn't seem like your goal is to build. And I know there's a Stork's Nest in the game. I know someone has a Stork's Nest. The question is, if I play start player, do I play Scullery for the food? Okay, well, that's not going to be a line that I have to think about. That's good. Loom. So, oh man. We're not getting the sheep. I'm feeling a little bit crazy. I'm feeling a little bit spicy, chat. Chat, anyone feeling a little spicy? I'm feeling a little bit spicy. I'm feeling like breeding cows before the first harvest is pretty ridiculous. That's what I'm feeling. I think that's pretty good. I think breeding cows before the first harvest is pretty good. I think that sets up our food for an eternity, and then we can do whatever the heck we want. I think that seems pretty good. What do you think, chat? I think that seems pretty cool to me. Oh, we can't get the sheep. Stable master means that Lawson is always taking the sheep here. So because we're not taking the sheep, that's why I'm taking this line, is because if we could have gotten the sheep, it changes everything here, because then taking the sheep like denies them away from the rest of the table. But given that I can't get the sheep, getting breeding boars here off of the livestock feeder is like, it seems very good to me, because we want to collect once anyways before the end of round 7. And because we want breeding cows anyways, if we do it now, we get our feeding set up for an eternity, and then we can just like take the time to make sure that we can build after this. Yeah, the stable dude makes it so that way we're never ever getting the sheep here. Yeah, so the livestock feeder scared him into taking the sheep first, at least. That's good. But yeah, the rest of our game from like rounds 5 to round 7 is just going to be like slowly setting things up. We're gonna have our food totally taken care of here. I'm just gonna go hearth into stuff. Yeah, hearth is definitely the way to go. Scullery is looking a little bit less good now, but that's okay. But yeah, we can take our time now. Now that our feeding is like super duper efficient, we're gonna have a lot of resources here. I actually have enough resources after this collect 2 to go Brushwood Collector, start player Carpenter's Parlor, and to build, and be totally fine with that. Like, I have enough resources to do all those things. Like, it looks like red can go like 3-1 to build here, and that's totally fine. I am injecting a little bit of extra food, but like Lawton, it doesn't seem like they have to take a food action here, which probably will be Reedstone food. Yep. So this probably is 3-wood into build for red, but whatever. I'm just collecting. Overall disinterest of bottom feeding. I mean, not really. The whole point of collecting here is to further my game while doing so very efficiently. And so I think that... Oh, they have the loom. Yeah, I'm silly. They have the loom. So the point of collecting here is to make it so that way I can both feed efficiently for the rest of the game and that I'm furthering my game in terms of growth. So If I had the milking stool, it's super good. It's still fine. Like, it's still totally fine. Like, it's not, like, you know, terrible by any means. I mean, we're getting 4 food a harvest for the rest of the game. Like, that's what we've set up. We set up 4 food per harvest for the rest of the game. And maybe more if we can breed more sheep in the future, or if we can breed more animals in the future, right? So, like, we set up that engine for the rest of the game. It's there. In the meantime, we're also getting the resource for our carpenter's parlor. We're also stockpiling a bunch of food, too, because we're going to take a boar and a sheep probably off of this to be able to cook. So 1, 2, 3. I do want an extra grain here to hold an extra animal. I think that's going to be pretty important. I definitely want a wood. I think I also want a stone. We don't want reed, and clay is, like, pretty useless to us now. So I think that this is good. Yeah, and then we're just fed forever. We're just going to be fed forever doing this. Okay, so I can hold the boar here, right? What other animal do I want to hold? I think probably a boar, right? We can just get rid of the sheep. Get rid of the sheep, hold the boar, then I breed that. I probably will have to eat the boar anyways. I should think about this. Maybe I keep the sheep instead, actually. Having the young animal market makes it so I can turn the sheep into a little bit of extra food. That might actually be important later. As weird as that sounds, that might be a little bit important. I don't think there's any way I keep all of this. I want to keep my 2 veggies. I never want to collect again for the rest of the game. So my goal is to not collect again for the rest of the game if I can avoid it, because I'm going to be all set up on everything. I think that I eat... Yeah, I'll just eat the boar here. Eating the boar here is totally fine. I need a little bit of extra food. The little teeny bit of food here I think is going to be important to me. And being able to turn the sheep into food with young animal market I think is also going to be pretty useful too. No, you can hold many types of animals. You can hold as many types of animals as you want to. All right, teal starting clearing here is not the absolute best for us, but honestly it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Ramp clay. Okay, ramp clay is cool, I guess. It's going to add a lot of wood to the game, which I like. I like having extra wood. Red's predictably going to build. That's totally fine. I'm hoping someone plays storks here. Resisting the collect button's going to be rough. No, I think I'm good for the rest of the game on collects. Like, I think that this is... Collecting did a lot for me already. I think I'm good for the rest of the game on collects, honestly. I think that this is going to make it so that I'm good for the rest of the game. There might be instances where I have to consider it, but yeah. Oh, Posty, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Reno flips. It can be good. Yeah, it can be good. We might collect a 3rd time. Is this the 4 collector challenge? They also have the clay up builder? Yeah, probably. They probably have that. I mean, yeah, their game is in good shape. They're taking wood. Makes sense. They're going to go for a double build, I guess. That makes a lot of sense here. Do I go for a double build? Do I go for a double build? 4th collector? Yeah, 4th collector. True. Very true. You don't even have to think about it. Yeah, I will say everyone else's feeding is going to be pretty efficient this game. Lawton gets to the 3 wood. What Auk will this be? I'm sad that no one's playing storks here, honestly. I'm a little bit sad about that. Tutor 3rd, so interesting. I mean, maybe Lawton has the stork, so Lawton can build here. 3 wood. Okay. I want a brushwood collector now. I want to play this now. And the question is, how do I further my game after that? Brushwood collector now. Could just take 5 food hilariously. Cut food off from the board. Yeah, I'll just play Brushwood now. Brushwood now's got to be fine. It gives me a lot of things to do. I can do some spicy stuff still here. I can, like, freaking play a swing plow, plow 3 fields, and sow them all to get infinite grain to hold infinite animals. Like, I can do something like that. I can do something very funny here. I just have to be careful about the room queue. I have to be a little bit careful about the room queue here because I need to be able to squeeze into the room queue when I get a chance to. Like, I have to set myself up for that. And right now, I'm not really sure how I'm going to set myself up for that, but I have to figure out a way to set myself up for that. Right now, it looks like it's going to be kind of tricky to get in. Looks like it might be a little bit tricky. It looks like it's going to be really wood tight this game, though, for now. For the time being, everything looks very, very wood tight. That's what makes me very tempted to swing plow and just plow fields and then sow. Because plowing fields here seems pretty legit. It's just crazy to me that no one needs these huge food stacks off the board. I guess there is really a lot of food in this set. Like, it's crazy to me that teal doesn't need food stacks. Like, let's hope late growth. Yeah, late growth would be kind of good. If it's late growth, then definitely. I mean, it depends on when the start player position is. Like, it depends on what everything is. Like, I have to play carpenters here and build a bunch of rooms. Like, I'm just going to hope that someone plays storks. I just have to hope that someone storks here. Because I do have lots of miners that I want to play. Scullery, even if I play it now, is still going to be totally fine. It's going to be a few food. Like, it's going to be totally, totally fine here. Young Animal Market's going to be, you know, a couple food. Like, my miners are not going to do too much, but they're going to do something. And that's what matters. Yeah, I'm a little shocked Red didn't start here. I am a little bit shocked about that. Stonecutter might randomly be good here. If I play Stonecutter, I can play the Carpenter's Parlor and build the well. Both of which are really, really good. And I'm not in a huge rush to play Swing Plow here either. Swing Plow is, like, nice. I do want to play Swing Plow and Plow at some point and, like, and sow things, but I don't know. All my miners have a point. I wish they did. I wish they had a point on them. That'd be very cool. This is so bad that Red didn't take starting player, actually. It's actually terrible that Red didn't take starting player here. Because I don't really want to start player. Actually, this might work out. If I start player here and then lead build, if family growth flips, then it's going to go build start player. If I get 3 more wood, then Lawton can't start build on me. So I think I go for this line of Carpenter's Parloring. Start player Carpenter's Parlor is fine. This is fine. So if family growth flips here, I get rewarded for this. Yeah, so this is going to be good for me. This is going to be good for me. So I can build a room here, and then as long as I get a 3-wood grab on the wheel, then Lawton can't wreck me here. They can't squeeze into the growth queue here. Put this here. All right, we got ourselves an interesting game. I was able to magically squeeze into the growth queue here, I think. Because, yeah, now Lawton can't start build because I can just take 3 wood and threaten to build again. I may actually take 6 food action on the wheel if it's still there. Taking 6 food means that I have a lot more food stockpiled up, but, like, 6 food starts to become the point where it's pretty efficient. I do have a lot of food already. Wow, Red has to naked start. That is so sad for them. Red having to naked start player is, like, super duper sad for them. That's very tragic. Yeah, I just want all the wood here. I want every wood action here. All the wood is going to be so insane for me. How much food is good for me? Yeah, I guess I did add a lot of food. I guess adding a lot of food makes that fishing and traveling players stack up a little bit more, which is funny. I would really like to play Swing Plow soon, though. Would really like to play that sooner rather than later. But yeah, now Lawton is kind of screwed. They're just going to take food. That makes sense. That's going to take 3 wood. Maybe I should have taken it off the other spot, but I don't think it's going to matter at all. I think I have to start player with my first action anyways. Yeah, I have to start player with my first action anyways. I either have to start or build with my first action here. I don't get to do anything. Yeah, Loudon is kind of screwed here. They are growing like super Omega last tier, which, yeah, I don't know how that happened. I'm not really sure what happened that made it so that they grew second. I thought they had a chance to grow, like build a room. I think it's all because they didn't build a room last round that they got into this position. And I think they had a chance to build a room and just completely missed it. I think that Lawton just dropped the ball on that completely. So, yeah, I don't exactly know what happened, but it's very unfortunate for them. Brushwood goes. If I get start player here, what do I play on start player? Could play Scullery. Oh, I see what you were saying about my points being on cards. Very true. I just now understood that. Just hilarious. I just now understood that. That's very funny. Yeah, I actually think if I get start here, I go start player young animal market, because I'm going to need to eat the sheep anyways. So if I'm going to eat the sheep, I might as well turn it into 4 food instead of 2 with the young animal market, because the young animal market's not going to be good anyways. I'm like set on things. And then I might play an Auk after that, because if I play a skillful renovator, that's going to allow me to play a swing plow and a scullery. Like, it's going to give me better tempo on being able to get back into the growth queue again later on, which of course I want to do because A, building rooms is really easy for me. B, I need to play all my miners out of my hand at some point, or I want to play a majority of them. So yeah, the Auks are the only thing that I may not play a lot of here, but we'll see. And I still don't know if I'm going to play Porter or not. Porter's probably bad. Lawson going to play Major Minor. So Lawton's like sort of trying to cut the food, and it's next harvest, everybody's food's going to suck. This harvest, everyone's food is fine. Next harvest, everybody's food is going to be awful. Like, freaking Teal's food is going to be so bad next harvest, I think. It's going to be really, really bad. Because there's not going to be animals on the board, because Lawton's going to take all the animals. Well, maybe Lawton doesn't take the animals. I'm the only one with the hearth. Maybe I take all the animals off the board. Maybe that's me. Although I really don't want to take more food actions. I'm pretty, like, good on food actions here. I really don't want to take more food actions. I just want wood so I can play my swing plow. That's all that I want. And I want to play skillful renovator, so that way when I renovate, I can get 1 billion resources from it. That's the other thing I want. I want 1 billion million resources. This stonecutter is just not happening, unfortunately. Stonecutter could have been good. Like, I think the stonecutter line is valid. I'm just addicted to collecting. Playing collector is just too fun. I'm just addicted to it. Lawson going for a fireplace. I love to see that. That's great. That means that food's gonna get cut from the table even more, which is good for me as the person with collector. Food getting cut from the table, super duper good for me. It's really nice for me that food's getting cut from the table here. Has to be grow. What am I doing on start player here? Oh yeah, it's young animal market. It's always young animal market. I would love to play scullery, but unfortunately it's not quite happening here. Very sad. Wow, he's going for the start build. I'm down with that. If you want to go for start build here, you're a maniac, but I'm super down for it. I'm very down for this. Building another room is like actually really good for me, so I'm very down with this here to build a room. Top 5 favorite cards. I need to make a video about that. I really should make a video about my top 5 favorite cards. That'd be a good video topic, I think. Okay, so I need a wood action of some kind here, so that way I can play a miner. 3 wood would be nice. I guess I can save for young animal market. The scary guy from the horror movie, Collector. I think Collector, from this set specifically, Collector is definitely my favorite card. For sure, Collector is my favorite card out of this set. Do I swing plow? Or do a young animal market? God, getting young animal market out of my hand is so good, but getting swing plow set up now is like so insane for me. It's so good. I don't know, no one has storks. Yeah, swing plow would be a billion grain. Swing plow is like so good for me. Because then in round 10, 11, I can take a billion animal pairs and be very, very happy about it. Then I can hold like infinity animals if I do that. I think I'm in on that. Like, I don't need more food here. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think swing plow is so good here. I gotta play swing plow here. Swing plow here is so insane. Getting to sow my crops here is so ridiculous. Yeah, I can young animal market later. Dude, DS Superman, you're learning, man. You're learning the ways. You're learning. I love it. Yeah, it can wait. I mean, the problem is that, like, I'm gonna need to... Yeah, well, I'll just eat a cow. I don't want to eat veggies. Eating veggies is, like, really bad. I'd rather sow the veggies for renewable food. But I agree that eating the cow is good. Where I park my animals? Well, so I'm gonna keep 1 grain in my supply. So that way I can park my 2 cows. And then I breed the cows in the harvest, because then the grain will come off and I can breed the cows. So that's going to be my plan, is to do it that way. Eat a moo-moo. Eat a cow. Goodbye, cow. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that has got to be the plan here. Confirm that. All right, what's Lawton doing with Lawton's first action? I'm shocked no one played Storks here, mainly because for one of these 2 players, Storks would actually be good. Maybe for Lawton, Storks is good, but maybe not. Oh, it has no doubters. That's very funny. All right, well, there's the Tutor. That Tutor is not going to be good. This is not going to be a good Tutor, but I guess they're going for Storks. I guess that's the plan. Yeah, it could be real. I mean, I'm just going to plow now, and it's going to be great. I'm just going to get my plows in now, and it's going to be wonderful. This. If I ever get a start player, I have to take it. Got to keep that in mind. If I ever get a chance to start player, I got to do it. Wow, is Teal thinking about not starting playering here? That would be crazy if they don't start player. That would actually be wild if Teal just doesn't start player for some reason. All right, they have their own plow. I am going to plow second action here. Plowing second action here is so insane because I really do want to sow next turn. The 4 sheep is, like, quite good too, but I don't know if I need that or not. Wow, everyone's playing ox here. What the heck? Conservator, what the heck? We got early Reno to stone. That's an early Reno to stone. Lawton has to build here. You have to build here. You have to build here. If you don't build here and you let me take 3 wood and then you get the exact same thing done to you as last time, you're actually a maniac. I will take 3 wood and build again if Lawton doesn't build here. I will do it, unless Lawton takes 3 wood, in which case I can't do that. But if Lawton decides to not take the 3 wood here, then I just get to build. Also, Teal all of a sudden has no food. Red all of a sudden has no food. What happened? Oh, hey, Lawton's finally going to build. Lawton realizes the error in his ways, and he's finally going to build. I think I have to plow here. Teal's food is awful. Teal's going to buy an oven, though, I guess. But oven is, like, pretty sketchy. How good is food for me? I really want to sow. Sowing is, like, so decent for me. Sowing's so good. But taking 4 sheep is also so good for me. Whatever. Lawton's just going to start player, and I'm just going to take 5 sheep next turn. I don't think I'm going to get start player next turn. I think Lawton's going to start player next turn, and I think that means I'm just going to get 5 sheep if I want it. Which is cool. I'm down for that. Which means I wish I could save sheep here, but... yeah, I just don't think I'm going to get start player next turn. I don't think that's happening. I do need wood grabs. Wood grabs would be cool, but... I'm just going to plow. I think it's too important to get this down now. It's a little bit too important for me. At some point, I'll get Skillful Renovator down. At some point, we'll play a Skillful Renovator. I think it's going to be, like, so much wood for me. I can go... Yeah, maybe Plowing and Sowing next turn is good, too. I can go, like... Wow, Reno happens. Interesting. This is good for me, actually. This means that my 5th room is going to be completely free. I think that no one should contest me on my 5th room in that case, which is great for me because I really do want to build up to 5 rooms this game. I have such efficient feeding already, and like I already have good ways to hold animals. I'm going to be sowing lots of crops. Like I think that everything's going to be pretty good for me here. So next round, I think I go 5 sheep, plow, sow. I think that might just be my turn is 5 sheep, plow, sow next turn. I think that seems pretty legit to me. Like, it gets my food set up forever. Do I need that set up forever? If I get a 4 wood action, maybe 4 wood's better. 4 clay is also really good too, though. No, I need the wood. I need the wood so bad. I need the clay bad, but I also need the wood really bad here. I need the wood so bad. I would like to plow sow next turn. Plowing the 4th field and sowing on it is, like, so insane. Being able to sow the extra grain or the extra veggie is, like, so good. It's going to set my food for eternity. Yeah, I could sow without plow. I mean, I could just go wood plow. So the food from the sheep is honestly not a huge deal for me. It's more about taking the food away from the other players at the table. But I don't even know how much I care about that. Like, red's gonna build a hearth here anyways. What am I sowing? 2 grain, 2 veggie. And I'm saving a grain in my supply for a cow. So 2 grain, 2 veggie. And then I just have infinite animal space on my livestock feeder after that. So yeah, I keep a grain so that way I breed 2 cows. I eat everything else. And then we just keep our infinite space. So that way we can hold more animals. No, I'm gonna hold exactly 1 grain. I'm gonna keep exactly 1 grain here for animals. All right, there goes the sheep. All right, so now everyone's fed. So now everyone has enough food. Everyone's sort of in good shape on food. That's good for everybody. Isn't that nice that everybody's so good on food here? I'm definitely building a 5th room. Building a 5th room is, like, definitely in the question. Poor Scullery, dude. I wanted to get the Scullery up. It just never quite happened, unfortunately. But that's okay. Yeah, if it goes growth X start player, I probably take the 4 wood. What are the odds I get Plow back here? Teal needs a food. Red's good on food. This is a very weird steam machine. There goes 4 wood. There's a start player. Bookshelf, that's pretty good. This is a pretty sick hand from Lawton. Lawton actually put together a pretty sick hand. It's just, like, too slow. But, I mean, it might still be okay. I'm doing very weird things, so it might just be okay here. Plows look stupidly contested. Well, nobody's plowed a field yet. Plows look so absurdly sketchy. I'm just going to plow here. I will just plow. I will be the plow guy. Well, 3 wood wheel. I don't really care about 3 wood. I'll get a wood action next turn. I'm not a huge... I don't know. I want a wood action at some point, but it's not even that important because, like, I can play Skillful Renovator for 1 wood to play Mining Hammer. And I do think I want to play Mining Hammer here. I think Mining Hammer is, like, so stupidly good. But I need a clay action at some point. I might take a clay action this turn, actually. Clay action this turn seems pretty decent. Clay action to guarantee that I can reno after I build another room seems, like, really good. And then we just Skillful Renovator and then ride that sucker into the sunset. 4 clay. Yeah, that's for fences, I think, because 4 clay is very good. Oh, they're going to take it off the other spot. Makes sense. Honestly, clay is, like, pretty bad for most everybody in the game. There's the plow driver. Okay, that alleviates the plow pressure quite a bit. As it turns out, plow driver is still a pretty good card. I might get 6 wood first action next turn, honestly. Which would be very sick, because I want to build another room. Building another room's great for me. Yeah, it seems very good if I get another room here. I gotta worry about teal setting up to build again, because they might just decide randomly to do that, which would be very sad, because their clay is very valuable for them. Lawton gonna do the broken Ock combo they've set up for themselves. That makes sense. Wow, they have a bonehead too. God, their draft is so good here. Jeez Louise. This is a completely crazy hand. This is a redonkulous hand. So I'm sowing this turn. What is the other action that I'm doing? Oh, I think 4 clay is actually really important here. I think that both these players kind of want a clay grab at some point. 4 clay is exactly enough to allow me to renovate here on 5 rooms, and I value that very, very highly. I think that's very valuable here. And I don't think I'm going to need to start player next turn with my first action. I think I don't need to start player at all. I can just take, like, I'm not going to start player next turn. I won't start. I can just get family grows without starting player at this point, because the only people with capacity are Lawton and I. So I can just get grows for free now. I mean, Lawton might, like, start for building a room again. Like, that might happen at some point, but for now, I don't have to start for grow. Yeah, I can just take 6 wood in my first action, exactly. So I can just do that. I will lead a sow here, though. Wood cart, okay. Yeah, I want 6 wood, and then I'm going to hope to wheel pigs. 3 pigs would be very cool here. I don't think I can collect again. I think collecting again is too bad. All right, so we're going to sow 2 of these and 2 of these. Oh, I got to pull the animals off first. Yeah, Skillful Renovator allows Scullery. Skillful Renovator allows Mining Hammer. That's the one I really want to play here. Okay, let me cook some animals really quick. Let me just cook some animals really quick before I do this. So that way it'll actually let me sow. That way it'll actually let me sow some things here. Let me just do this really quick. That way it'll let me sow. It doesn't like me sowing when I have one animal on, or when I have more than one animal off of this. It doesn't like me. It doesn't let me pull them off, which is lame, but whatever. All right, we have enough for 2 pairs of animals to breed. That's perfect. Perfect. We have enough for 2 pairs of animals to breed. That is a great amount of grain. All right. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, honestly. Everything here is very sweet. All right, so we go 6 wood. Or grow, whichever one happens. Either way is fine. 6 wood is so good, though. 6 wood gives me a way to play miners. It gives me a lot of other things. It's super duper nice, so good. All right, there's a growth. Growth lasso. Lasso, pretty annoying here. Admittedly, very annoying card, but that's okay. All right, they're not going to lasso any animals. That makes sense. I will take some wood here. Yeah, this is gonna be really nice. All right, so if I wheel the boars, I'm snapping the boars, because I can hold the boars and the cows here. If I don't wheel the boars, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't know what I'm gonna do at that point. This Skillful Renovator is gonna be so stupid this game. It's gonna be so insane. I might build a room this turn. Do I care about building a room this turn? I'd rather build a room next turn. I just need to make sure Lawton can't build a room next turn. If Lawton can build a room next turn, then that's fine. I want to protect my growth in round 12 with a build room in round 11. If no boar, I don't want to... I would rather build next turn than this turn. Granted, if I don't get build next turn, my renovation is going to be really sketchy. When in doubt, collect. Yeah, the stone is pretty bad, honestly. I mean, the well's still there. So someone should be taking the well. Someone should definitely be taking the well. And, like, maybe it should have been me, but I've been too focused on other things, like trying to get into the growth queue in efficient ways. But, like, I have other things I could do for points at the end. Okay, so they're going to opt for room parts. That makes a lot of sense. I will absolutely snap the boars here. The boars are completely insane. Tiller, wow. What is this hand, dude? What happened? This is so ridiculous. This is, like, actually completely absurd. We need the boars here. Give me these. Let me hold these on my livestock feeder, please. Okay, this... No. -1. Plus a cow. You are such a piece, dude. -1 plus 2. All right, there we go. You cook 2 of those. We're fed on food forever. Good. As if we weren't fed on food before. But now we're really fed forever. Now we're really, really fed forever here. Do I just build my first action next round? Building my first action next round has like huge upside, but the biggest problem though is that I really would like to skillful renovator and renovate, and I would like to do that next turn if possible because it gives me so much wood. These young animal markets can get stuck in my hand, Tom. So I'm playing the mining hammer off grow. I'm growing with mining hammer here. So my next turn is going to be grow mining hammer, skillful renovator, renovate, get 3 wood. Is that good? I could also go starting player into build here. Starting player into build might actually just be the right line, because I can starting player scullery for like a couple wood. It turns a wood into a point, essentially, because skillful renovator gets me everything else I need. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start build here. I think start build's totally fine. Yeah, start player build seems pretty good. The start player action is like not terrible for me either. I really want to get these miners out of my hand. That's going to be pretty nice to get these miners out of my hand. Like I can play mining hammer flail. It's basically turning a wood into a point, which is pretty good for me here. I'm totally fine with that. Does Lawton have time to build? Yeah, of course. Why would Lawton not build? Lawton clearly wants to build here. Lawton clearly would like to build here. Like very clearly wants to build. Very, very clearly. These fences are going to be pretty good from Teal, I think. I think these fences are going to be pretty nice. I should have made sure that no one else can build here. That's what I should have done. I should have made sure that no one else can build here. But yeah, no one else can build. So I can just lead with build and then protect my growth in round 12. It's very important that I do that to protect my growth in round 12 here. Very, very, very important that I do that. All right, there goes the well. Just because I really want my actions to be efficient from this point on. And I would like to renovate in round 12. Round 12, renovating is going to be really huge for me, and then I'll try and renovate again in round 13. And then I'm going to try and use that wood to fence at some point. Or maybe I can reno in round 14 for fences, like something along those lines. It's going to be a little bit weird to set everything up, but it should be okay. Having my plows out of the way is like so nice here. And having animal capacity too with the livestock feeder is super duper nice. Both of those things are really huge. All right, so I always lead build. Unfortunately, this gives Teal a big animal stack, but that's okay. Yeah, all of a sudden plows are like not tight at all. All of a sudden plows are not tight at all. I guess I should have seen that coming from the way the draft went, but you know, it happens sometimes. Sometimes it happens. So this, no stables. I need the wood for my miners. Too bad. And then I just need to slowly get my way up to 12 wood for fences. Gotta slowly get up to 12 wood for fences here. All right, wood is pretty high priority for everyone, I think. Everybody realizes they need wood, which unfortunately I can't... I could take wood this turn, actually. I could just take a 3 wood this turn. Oh, wait, never mind. I can't take a 3 wood this turn because it's gone. In that case, I'll just play Skillful Renovator here. I'll just play Skillful Renovator and then grow Mining Hammer. I need the Skillful Renovator anyways to be able to renovate, so we'll just play this and then Mining Hammer. I should be fine to renovate next turn, right? I think I should be fine to renovate next turn. Not being able to get these sheep is a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Why is the pass for stables on the left? What do you mean? Oh, I understand what you mean. No, I understand what you mean. It's very annoying. It's really, really annoying that they put the stable button there. It's super duper annoying. I actually hate that too. That's very, very annoying that they put that there. I completely agree. Is Stonecutter good? Stonecutter might actually be good here. As much as I hate to admit that, Stonecutter might be decent here. I kind of want a joinery. And Basket Makers is looking pretty free too, because it makes the Roof Baluster able to get me Basket Makers if I just get the big reed stack, and that seems pretty nice to me. I don't really have much else to do on the renovates here because my family growth is going to be, I'm going to play Mining Hammer and Flail. I'm going to be out of miners basically except for Young Animal Market, which I can realistically never really play. So feed fences, wow, interesting time to play this. I'm a little shocked it's not waiting a little bit longer, but it's fine. Any more water? No. Lawton will take the reed. Probably, yeah, Lawton might go for... Lawton might have the Stork's Nest here, and if Lawton has the Stork's Nest, then it's going to be pretty good. But whatever, everything's still okay for me. Like, I still don't regret what I did in defending my growth. Is it the case that there's enough wood for joinery to be good? I don't think so. I don't think there's enough wood for joinery to be good. What else am I doing, though, with the Reno? Like, otherwise I'm just Reno-nada-ing. I'd rather Reno Joinery than Reno-nada. Reno Joinery is just better than Reno-nada. It's just better. I mean, what else am I doing? I'm gonna run out of ways to get points here, like, very soon. I'm gonna run out of ways to get points really, really soon. I need a sheep grab at some point, but, like, I have animals breeding on my farm. I've got my crops all sorted out, like... Playing the Stonecutter is also a point for me. That's the other thing about playing Stonecutter is that it being worth a point is, like, pretty ridiculous for me. But I think you're right. I think Lawton is going to take the reed and build a bunch of rooms and then play Storks, which would make a lot of sense. I think that would make a lot of sense. No, Lawton's taking a day labor. Wow. Interesting. Who has the Storks? I want to know who has the Storks. Yo, what's up, Earl Claude? How's it going? I really want to know who has the Storks. Who's storking? Who didn't stork? Who had the Storks and didn't do it? Who had the Storks and did not Storks? Yeah, I'm like literally gonna be out of ways to get points other than renovating. Reno-nada, the juiciest juice ever. Uh-huh. Fair? Yeah, this lantern house isn't amazing, but it's something. Hey, it's worth 2 points right now, right? It's a 2-point lantern house. We got ourselves a 2-point lantern house. That's pretty cool. Wow, everybody's fencing. I like to see that, actually. I like to see that fences are going to be easier for me to get later on in the game. Really like to see that. That's really nice. What the heck am I doing this turn? What am I doing this turn? It's... Wow, not building another room yet. That's crazy. I guess that you can always awk to be able to build another room, because you get like 1 million wood off awk. But not even that much wood. I don't understand. I don't get it. So I grow flail, which is a completely useless flail. I play Stonecutter. I renovate. God, this Stonecutter is so bad. I only want to play this because it's worth a point, honestly. Like it being worth a point is pretty nice for me. I gotta be careful with my space in my livestock feeder. I actually have to be careful with this. I would like more grain. Like, I only need 1 more grain to be good on grain for the rest of the game. Like, I'm just, like, pretty set on food forever here. I just gotta make sure that I hit my renovates. Hitting my renovates is so important. I know, who couldn't do it? Who couldn't play? I want something to do on Renovate here, and I think that a joinery is good enough reason. A pot or a basket makers would be even better. I would really like a basket makers here. I think basket makers would be a little bit better for me. Which means I might take the 5 reed. All baby food from Scullery? 2 food Scullery? Pog? Poggies? Love to see it. Bum bum bum. Weakest Link. By the way, Weakest Link, what a good show. Weakest Link is such a good show. God, I also kind of want to take Clay. Clay is also very good. All right, Red lost the 50-50. F's in chat for them. Am I winning this game? I actually have no idea if I'm winning this game or not. It looks okay, honestly. It looks pretty good. It's looking pretty decent. It honestly looks pretty decent here. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very decent. I've got a lot of good point actions incoming. Roof Baluster really is gonna increase my point ceiling by a lot. But I am like pretty done with farming here. Do I take 3 wood? 3 wood's gotta be insane here, right? God, 3 wood or 5 reed. Because I need to be able to renovate here. I gotta renovate this turn. Not being able to renovate this turn. Oh, that starting player is so nice. That is a nice start player from Lawton. That's really nice. Alright, so now what do I do? Oh, red is gonna build the red's gonna build the joinery here. That's annoying. I don't think I need the joinery here even. I just think it was something nice to do. Do I lead stonecutter? Do I lead 3 wood? If I don't get the joinery here, it's not the hugest deal. Wow, star player nada. Wow, that is not what I expected. What am I doing this turn? I need a guild of some kind. I gotta take a guild of some kind. I need point ceiling so bad. I think I'm gonna lead Auk here. I think I'm going to lead Auk and scare red into taking the joinery. It's pretty clear to me red wants the joinery here, given what they're doing. I'm just scared, because if I get the clay or the reed, it's totally fine for me. I'm just scared Lawton takes the 6 clay. But if I take the 6 clay, it scares Lawton into taking the other clay stack, which is also bad. 2, 6, 11... I think if I take the reed... The problem is that Lawton has this stupid reed floating around. I'm gonna take the reed. I think the reed's fine. I think there's no way I get blocked on the basket makers here. I think there's no chance I can get blocked on basket makers, and that makes the reed, like, really good. I think there's no chance I get blocked on basket makers here if I do this. I already have Renovation secured because I can renovate with wood. But renovating with reed is better than renovating with wood, to be fair. But I already have that covered by Brushwood Collector. So the renovation is covered. But to be fair, renovating with reed is like totally fine too. Like saving the wood is good. Yeah, but Brushwood Collector means that I'm not too scared about that. I just want the basket makers here. Basket makers here would be really nice. If I don't get basket makers, this is like a 2-wood action, which, like, honestly, a 2-wood action is not terrible either, like, on this board, because, like, my alternative is 3-wood. So, like, at worst, this action costs me a wood, which is not too bad. Wow, dude, we have Plowso on the board in round 12. First action's taken, 2 pigs, start player nada, 5 reed, veggie. We're leaving 3-wood, leaving Plow, leaving Plowso. Nobody wants any of those. Yeah, everybody's a million. Well, I mean, Lawton is a 2 stone action away, but Lawton definitely doesn't want the DMW. Armchair player. I'm fine with armchair players, okay? If you have a bad idea, I'll just shoot your ideas down, okay? If you have a bad idea, I'll just shoot you down. If you have a good idea, then you'll get endless praise. So it's a coin flip either way. Like you're coin flipping endless praise versus your idea getting shot down by me. Yep, there's the scariness. There's the scariness. There's the joinery, the scared joinery. This makes sense. I had a feeling they wanted this. I just wanted them to do it now. Hopefully Lotzen doesn't take the clay here. I didn't take the clay for a reason, is that I really want Lotzen to not take the clay and renovate this turn. I would like to be the person to renovate this turn. I would not like to have to renovate next turn, although I will renovate next turn, but I would like to renovate once this turn, once next turn, to just make sure I can secure my fencing. I guess I can renovate in round 14 here. I'm really not strapped for fence spaces at all. And with the one stable, I'll have space for one sheep. Let's collect the next action. Let's not and say we did. Let's not. To be fair, it's like a -1 point collect. Oh, it's actually a 0 point collect. It's a 0 point collect because I can take a sheep and a grain, and then it becomes 0 points. So I just get resources for things. Oh, explain the current game badly. Okay, so we are we're trying to hoard as many things as possible on one card, and the most things possible that we put on one card, the more winning that we do, the more victory points we get. And as you can see, the more victory points, the more you win. Teal right now has put a bunch of sheep in this pasture, which is why they're doing pretty well right now. So yeah, that's the game. We just put as many things on one thing as possible. There's no way Lots and Reno's here, right? No chance that Lot and Reno is here. I mean, if they Reno here, then that's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. But there's no way they Reno here, right? There's no shot. Otherwise, they have to plow like 3 billion times in one turn. I think there's no way they Reno here. If they do Reno here, it's like fine. I can renovate twice in the future. What am I doing here? I'm stone cuttering, right? I guess I can 3-wood first here. No, I stone cutter. I stone cutter here in case I get renovate this turn, because I have to be able to renovate this turn. Gotta be able to renovate this turn. I have to be able to do it, so I'll just play stone cutter here. That's fine. Play my 1 point stone cutter. Gotta just make sure I don't get stuffed on renovates. Getting stuffed on renovates is the way that I lose this game. Yeah, it's annoying too that teal is like pretty close to renovating. That's also very annoying here. God, is Lawton gonna reno this turn? I hope that Lawton doesn't renovate this turn. That would be very sad for me if they renovate this turn. I'm gonna be pretty not happy about that if they do that. Evil collector one. Exactly. The collector woman is evil. She's just putting all this stuff on the livestock feeder. But it's okay. This livestock feeder is supported by a very healthy diet of barley. Very healthy barley diet here. So it's all good. God, how is Lawton's game so bad? It's because Lawton has like 0 actions. All right, Lawton's going for the pottery. That is totally acceptable to me. That is totally fine. All right, so now I get to grow into renovate. That's beautiful. Growing into renovate is beautiful here. That's exactly what we wanted to see, is grow into renovate. Exactly what we wanted to see. Yeah, we grow first and then renovate. I wanted to play the stonecutter first to know what was going to happen, because I want to play stonecutter no matter what, because I want to get it out of my hand. It's just I want to know what's going to happen before I do anything here. Oh, now we get to renovate at 4 wood. That is so beautiful. I am going to renovate with a yeah, it was good timing. I'm going to renovate with a reed instead of with a wood here. I think renovating with a reed is slightly better. If I'm going to eat points, I eat animals. So I have 1 extra cow right now. And I probably am just eating boars anyways. I don't see a way that I don't eat boars here. I know, I don't understand why they're going for a pottery instead of tillering. I mean, they could have plow sowed, like, they could have done a lot of things here, and they just chose not to, so I don't really understand what Lawton's do. Lawton has, like, so much point ceiling that they're just doing nothing with because reasons. Stable me? I can hold breeding sheep, right? Yeah, I can hold breeding sheep here. Oh, yes. Give me this basket makers. The point ceiling is here. The point ceiling has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Collector's great. Yeah, collector's really good. This collector was insane this game. It was very, very good. It set me up to do everything that I wanted to do. It got me a food engine. It got me resources to play the cards I need to play. Being that I was in fourth seat, like you know, things were kind of hard for me, and like I could have easily gotten screwed on animals anyways. Okay, so Teal's setting up to renovate. So there's 3 renovates left in this game. I guess Lawton can, in theory, renovate. That's really annoying. Lawton can renovate twice. That would be annoying. Well, if Teal just renovates with their first action here, then everything's good. What am I doing with this action? It's got to be 4 wood, right? I got to go wood fence here. Ah, the lasso. The lasso, pretty good. That's a pretty good lasso. Yeah, I don't know. Lawton's just dead. Lawton and Red are just dead. It's between me and Teal here. 2 sheep is also really good. Do I need to rush the 2 sheep? 4 wood is so insane because I can go 4 wood, 3 wood, fence 12. 4 wood, 3 wood, fence 12 is pretty insane. Two sheep is also really good though. Yeah, and Red wants the sheep. 2 sheep is also very good. Yeah, I don't think that anybody really wants the wood. Yeah, I mean, nobody really wants the wood. Like, getting 3 wood is, like, similar, I guess. 2 sheep is just too good here, I think. I think 2 sheep's just too good. I need a little bit of food anyway, so, like, I need to eat some stuff. So, yeah, I think the 2 sheep has to be too good. I think it's gotta be too good. I'm eating a cow for sure. So, given that I'm eating a cow for sure, let's just cook that immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I might start player at some point too. Yeah, I have space. I have space for the sheep. Having space for the sheep makes it pretty nice here. Hopefully Teal renovates here. I'm just gonna hope Teal renovates because Lawton clearly does not want renovate fence. Clearly wants renovate improvement here. And I would like renovate fence. I can also fence 4 this turn. Fencing 4 this turn might hilariously like not be the worst thing in the world. Because like it lets me sow for food plus a point. And sowing is also not terrible either. I'm gonna take clay. Why? I mean, I guess this enables fences. Fences look very sketchy. Keeping 3 sheep? I only have 2 sheep. There's only 2 sheep on the spot. Well, there's only 2 sheep on the spot. Otherwise, I agree with you. Wow, they're taking traveling players. That is so sad. I've got to just be winning this game. I've got to just be crushing this. If I get this reno, it's just over. There's a renovate. Please build a pottery. All right, good. Pottery's built. That's great. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. Easy breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. Okay, so that means Reno cannot possibly get blocked. Yeah, 3 sheep would have been cheating. I agree. So 4 wood, 3 wood, fence, play roof baluster. I guess that's my line. Yeah, we'll just do it. We'll just fence now. If I fence now, it's like super GG, I think, and I'll just eat with 2 boars here. Eating 2 boars is totally fine. Sets me up next turn to sow for food plus a point. Sets me up to sow next turn for food plus a point. Wow, everybody wants food, huh? That'd be crazy if Lawson kept starting again, or kept starting here, but I don't think that's happening. Yeah, I think we're just winning this. I think we're just winning this game. I don't see a way that we lose this game, honestly. Eating a veg is better than a boar. But eating a boar, I can eat 2 boars for a single... I can eat 1 point by eating 2 boars here, and I have exactly 3, so it's 6 food, whereas if I eat a veggie, it's only 3 food, and it costs me a point. So I think the boars are just better. I think boars are just better. Also, this lets me sow more veggies next turn. Like, I just sow, like, 4 veggies into, what's it called? Oh, fencing gets taken. That's a little bit scary. I mean, I could just start player for Reno Fence. Young Animal Market is 0 points. That's so sad. Young Animal Market being 0 points is so sad. And it passes Young Animal Market along, which I don't really want to do. Eat a boar and a veggie? Why not 2 boar? What's wrong with 2 boar? All right, red can no longer fence. Lawton can fence. XYZ, ZXC, sorry, can fence. Whatever, I can't get blocked on fence and Reno fence here. Yeah, and the order in which I Reno does not really matter here. Yeah, so that's true. I could sow vet. The problem is that if I sow grain, I have to take up animal space. But, I mean, in principle, that's true. I don't even want to plow sow, right? I just want to sow. It's kind of awkward. I'm going to take 3 wood here. We're just going to do this. I want roof baluster at some point, but there's no way it gets blocked here, right? There's some famous last words. I just want to not tempt someone into starting player here. I would like to make it so that nobody start players. Wow, major minor. This for the stone oven? Fireplace, interesting. Yeah, I could bake. The problem is I have to keep grain. I have to keep grain unless... okay, so either Teal's going to be start player or I'm going to be start player. I don't really want to take starting player, but like I don't really lose anything from it. I could just take starting here. I mean, what do I lose from taking starting here? Absolutely nothing. I just take starting. Like, I hook Teal up a little bit, but if I get this Renovate, I'm just winning anyways. I just start Reno and then Reno fence, and then I'm just donezo with the rest of the game. And then I just sow on my second action. Yeah, this has got to be fine. Naked starting has to be totally fine here. Just to guarantee that I get the actions I want, get a little bit of action priority on things. Like, I think it's going to be GG. I mean, red has a lot of points coming in, I guess. Yeah, starting player, nada. I don't think... Do I get sow next turn for sure? I don't think I get sow next turn for sure. I don't think sow is completely locked for next turn. And if it's not completely locked, I don't want to gamble on that just for a point. I don't want to gamble a point on sow being completely locked next turn. I don't feel like I want to do that. I think that's a bad move to try and do that. Feels like a bad move to me. Young Animal. Yeah, Young Animal is chilling down here. I need to move my thing down. Yeah, Young Animal is being chilling. There's an ox. No, my ox spot. Now I have to pay an extra food. Now I do have to eat 2 boars. Sag for a seed seller? Bro, a seed seller. That's so sad. All right, roof baluster me. Hit me with this huge stack of stone, please. Thank you. And I'm just gonna lead Ren Fence next turn, so that way I can pull. That way I can sow with my second action, not have to worry about issues with grain. But yeah, I'll just eat 2 cows here. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, without fencing, I can't breed 3, so yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Eat 2 of these guys. Bang, bang. Oh, I'm dumb. I see. I understand my... Hold on 1 second. I actually am dumb. I see what I did. So I have... 9 animal spaces, so I can literally breed 3 things. Okay, yeah. I don't think I want to eat a reed, right? Yeah, I'd rather eat a veggie than a reed, because I'm definitely sowing here. I'm definitely sowing my second action if I get it, so eating a veggie is just better. And I breed all 3 animal types, right? Yeah. And I have exactly enough animal space to do this. I could use reed. I think that using the reed is okay here. I could have used reed. Maybe I should have thought more about using reed for eating. Whatever, I should go reno fence into sow. If sow's not there on the wheel, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. But I don't know why sow wouldn't be there. I mean, red probably plow sows, but doesn't sow. What is teal going to do? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I max out veggies if I sow. Yeah, I definitely max out veggies if I sow. It's just a question of holding everything in like I can't sow first because I have to be able to hold all my animals in my farm, which I can't do if I sow because of this stupid livestock feeder. I need the animal space first. No, I can't first action sow, I don't think, right? Because if I sow, I don't think there's any way. I think that I could sow if I don't I would have to kill. Do I have to sow a grain? I could sow exactly 1 grain, actually. Maybe sowing's okay. Yeah, I just sow and eat a boar. Yeah, sowing and eating a boar is too insane here. Passing ren fence doesn't matter either, because I can get fence into reno, and then maybe I can set up an improvement if I get ren fence blocked. Yeah, maybe sowing first works. I did the math. It maths out. It maths out. Well, it gets me a bunch of food from veggies, though, right? I get 2 veggie food from doing that, which is crazy. The 2 veggie food is, like, actually insane. Yeah, the 2 veggie food is just nuts here. I think the 2 veggie food is too insane for me. Or the 6 veggie food, sorry. It's just a little bit too nuts. I mean, granted, yeah, I don't think I ever get a sow back here. I think I never ever get a sow back. I think it never happens because this person wants to sow bake. I think plow sowing is too good. Oh, I can bake bread. No, thank you. I pass. I just want to sow. I think this is too good here. So all 3 veggies and a single grain. Oh, except for that, I need to eat a boar first. And then we're good. And now we do this. And then this gets me 2 points and 6 food. And that's good. And I don't plow a field because I'm fencing 12. Boom. Yeah, I think this is better. I think it's better. I think it's better. I think it's better. I thought about it. I did the calculations. I did the math. I think this is just better. Row without. Interesting. Whatever. I'm just, like, obviously winning this game. I'm just obviously winning. I'm very obviously winning this game. The efficiency of building rooms, the carpenter's parlor, brushwood collector, the way we were able to squeeze into the growth queue was all really good. It was all really good. And we have good point ceiling because of lantern house here. Single stable after round. Yes, that's true as well. Although I'm gonna renovate with a wood instead of a reed here. I'm gonna renovate with a wood because it lets me have an extra point for free to do that, and then it gives me a bunch of 1-point actions. I have a bunch of 1-point actions here. My 1-point actions are insane. But yeah, I will be renovating with this action. I'll definitely be renovating with this action. 100% renovating with this action. Not gonna mess around with this. Even though I could greed out some more wood for stables, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. All right. Red is taking wood for joinery. That makes a lot of sense. Nope, they're gonna take animals instead. Yep, that makes sense too. Ock time. I guess I play Porter for a point. That's kind of cool. Hide farmer. That's a pretty juicy hide farmer. So, wow, we played an assistant tiller and didn't use it all. That is so sad. That's actually the most sad thing I've ever seen in my life. We play an assist until I didn't use it. Oh no, dude, that's so sad. That's actually so sad. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen, dude. That's so sad. Poor guy. That is a bummer. Are there any majors left? There's a stone oven left that I cannot build. That's such a bummer. Dude, the poor assistant tiller, man. We'll pay with wood, because we get some wood back for fences. And then we will build a stable here, and then I'll fence 12. And I guess if it's sow wheels, I could sow for more food. That seems bad, though. That's so sad. I'm so sad for the assistant tiller. All right, how many points does that put me at? 50 points. That's pretty good. I'm actually pulling my hold on, let me pull my animals off of this. That way it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. All right, livestock feeder, you've done well, but I'm done having animals on top of you. All right, so I have 9 food right now. Oh, I have 10 food. I'm fed. I'm exactly fed right now. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm fed. I'm exactly fed. Yeah, that sow was really nice. That sow action was actually really good for me. That was a very nice sow action. Yep, so we're just fed. So we're currently at a 53, which is pretty pog. Dude, round 1 collecting twice. Or stage 1 collecting twice, sorry. Collector collect in round 2 and then collecting again round 4. Very good, as it turns out. As it turns out, was very good. Yeah, that one clay was pretty useful, actually. The clay that I got off the collector was very useful. No food for porter. Yeah, I mean, I could fix that by just, like, taking reedstone food. I could take 2 reedstone food porter here. I think that's my best avenue to points anyways. Like, I'm never getting stables here because Lawton is always building stables. They're going to take stone oven and then renovate with something later on, I guess? I don't know. The double collect win. Yep, this is the double collect. This is why I love collector so much, is that there's so many different ways that you can play this card, and I think that most of them are pretty good. I'm going to play Porter here, I think. I think I'm just going to play Porter here. I don't see a reason to not play Porter here. I have no ways to get points other than Reed. Reed is my only way to get points anyways, so it's like I might as well play Porter. It unlocks an extra point that I might not be able to get otherwise. No one's going to take Reedstone food or Reed from me unless they're blocking me specifically, and I can't really see a reason that anybody wants to do that, so... Gosh, it's very fitting that my first game of a season is a collector game. Very, very fitting, I think. Super duper fitting. Yeah, just the person who had Storks and didn't use it. I mean, I think that, like, it doesn't look like anyone's draft really fits Storks. Lawton's draft is actually completely absurd, and I think if Lawton had Storks, there probably is something they could have done, but they don't have much food with these Ox. That's the biggest problem with their draft, is that, like, they have no food injections, so their food is really scuffed if they go for stuff. Collector layabout. Collector layabout, like, yeah, I mean, it's not bad, honestly. Like, collectoring and using it like a layabout where it can get you food is, like, it's not terrible at all, because, like, typically it's not just layabout, it's layabout plus, like, a grain plus, like, you know, some other actions. Like, it's more food than layabout can ever get you if you have a hearth. If you have a hearth, collecting is at bare minimum 12 food plus 2 other things, could be, like, a grain and another resource. Like, using collector like a layabout is totally acceptable. I know, it seems... Well, the problem with their food, though, with Stork's Nest setup, is that it's very slow to get set up. It's, like, really, really slow to get set up on their food. It's just a little bit too slow, I think. Yeah, I'll play Porter for a point. Why not? Improve my lantern house. Gotta improve this. But yeah, pretty decisive victory, all things considered. Pretty decisive victory. Couple things didn't quite work out. We were pretty slow to grow, but we were able to weasel our way in the mid game, and that won us the game, I think. Just that little bit of weaseling our way in. Also playing 7 Ox with no Ox support. You love to see it. Love to see it when you're playing 7 Ox, no Ox support. So I want 2 Reed here and Reedstone Food. Which one do I take first? I guess I take Reedstone Food first. Oh no, I take 2 Reed first. Does the animal market? No, it doesn't, because it exchanges the sheep for a cow, but 4 cows is worth 3 points, and I'm already getting to 4 cows. 5 cows is still worth 3 points. So yeah, so exchanging a sheep for a cow doesn't do anything for me, unfortunately. 2 read me. Give me that extra point. That's why we want that point ceiling from basket makers. This is why we wanted that point ceiling. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. This is why we wanted that ceiling. I could collect again for another point. Too bad collecting is... I'm already at all the animal caps. If I wasn't at all the animal caps for everything, I would consider collecting again. I would do it. But yeah, this is a super decisive victory. Super duper decisive victory here. Yeah, I'm just gonna end at a casual 56 with 2 beggars that I took in the first 4 rounds of the game. Yo, GG Lon. You had a very sad game. I was able to jump in front of you in the growth queue, and that definitely put you really far behind with your setup. You just delayed the build room a little too long, I think, which was a bummer. This, and this, and then we're good, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, your draft was like really insane. I was commenting on that your draft was like pretty insane, but like it just I think you got a little bit behind in the growth queue. You thought I was playing 2-room. You thought I was playing 2-room. That's, yeah, I went a really kooky route. I played a very kooky early game. Super kooky early game. It was very spicy. It actually was pretty good, honestly. Getting breeding cows in stage 1 was pretty sweet, and having the resources to play Axe and build a room after playing Brushwood as well. That was very sweet. That was a good time. Yeah, I definitely had a kooky setup. Definitely like trying to look at my game and see what the heck I was doing after stage 1 probably was not easy. Like, I knew what I was doing. It all made sense in my head, but I definitely could understand looking at it from the outside, being like, what the heck is going on over there? We played a lantern house, a collector, and a livestock feeder. We've collected twice. What's going on? Oh, man, beautiful game. Absolutely beautiful game. Really nice game. 56, 2 beggars. Everything worked out perfectly. I got my point ceiling in there. I got my early collector. It was very, very good. Really nice game. Early efficient feeding, man. There's something about that early efficient feeding that is just so good that, like, collector can do for you. It can just set up this, like, super early, super efficient feeding. And it just it steamrolls to the rest of the game. Like, all my actions were so efficient for the entirety of the game. I didn't have to take, like, any inefficient actions, and that just allows you to get so much mileage when you're growing. Like, very few inefficient actions. Really nice. Somehow I have 2 stone left over. What the heck is the second stone from? Oh, from Reedstone Food. I was like, why do I have 2 stone here? That makes no sense. Wow, Teal decided to not renovate. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, you squeaked out a... well, I guess that the Hide Farmer was really good for you, so that makes sense. Yeah, Hide Farmer seems very good. God, I only got 2 points for that. F. I only got 7 ELO for that, too. That's also very sad. Also very sad. Oh, yeah, I forgot that these 2 people are, like, fairly low ELO. They didn't play, like, that bad, though, honestly. Like, they did not play that bad, all things considered. Like, they played not great, but they didn't play that bad, all things considered.